Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salam ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. General Jayasuriya, fellow Chiefs of Defence Forces from the Asian nations, members of delegation, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, it gives me great pleasure to be present here at this beautiful island nation of Sri Lanka for this prestigious regional forum of South and Southeast Asian nations defense chiefs dialogue. And before I go further, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to our host, His Excellency Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Sri Lanka's Ministry of Defence and Urban Development for their great hospitality. I would also like to express my gratitude and appreciation to General Jayasuriya, Chief of Defence Staff, and members of the Sri Lanka Armed Forces for their warm welcome and the efficient manner in which this prominent event is organized. Distinguished officers, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure my colleagues here at this forum are aware of the Maldives and the immense challenges we face from the effects of global warming and climate change. To begin with, let me share with you a small snapshot of Maldives. It is an archipelago of 1,192 islands in the very middle of the Indian Ocean. Out of these islands, less than 200 islands are inhabited, and about 200 more islands are operating as resorts. Maldives is the 7th largest coral ecosystem in the world, and as such, it plays a vital role in the global marine ecosystem. However, given the fact each and every island of Maldives is just barely 1 meter above the mean sea level, the impact of global climate change and its effects on Maldives is numerous. And if I list these challenges, I would be standing here for hours. In a Maldivian context, the marine environmental issues can be mainly summarized as global warming and sea level rise, coral bleaching, rise in surface temperatures, coastal erosion, and loss of habitat. In addition, increase in number of tidal storms and wave surges during the monsoon periods continues to flood the islands, constraining our capacity to deliver the required relief operations in this vast geographic area. At the same time, changes in the ocean currents is also threatening the fishing industry and other vital marine species of the country, which is crucial to our economy and well-being. Furthermore, water pollution, waste management also pose challenges in protecting our fragile marine environment. Therefore, I would like to share our knowledge and experience in mitigating and managing and adapting to these problems. Over 60% of the islands in Maldives are threatened by coastal erosion. More specifically, out of 194 islands, inhabited islands, 113 face coastal erosion. And this is the biggest challenge to the physical survivability of these islands. There are multiple causes of this effect in the Maldives, including complex problems involving oceanographic, geological, terrestrial as well as biological process. Furthermore, the human interventions, developmental projects, and artificial structures such as harbors, jetties, increase this process. The Maldives addresses the issue of coastal erosion in multiple ways. While some islands counter this threat by continuously supplying sand to the eroded beaches, whereas more populated islands are protected by established artificial breakwaters and reefs. Simultaneously, there is an ongoing process to encouraging people to migrate from most vulnerable islands to the designated safe islands. In addition, negative effect of human interventions on marine environment are further reduced through both systematic environmental education and awareness programs. Along with enforcing a stronger legislative mechanism, such as banning any activity of harmful impact on island house reefs. Though Maldives accounts for less than 0.003% of the global climate change, we are among the most vulnerable. Looking at our low-lying islands, about 70% of these 155 inhabited islands have buildings such as residences and public facilities at a distance of less than 100 feet from the shore. Therefore, a global sea level rise of as little as 10 centimeters could have a devastating effect on the lives of thousands of people across the Maldives. Hence, Maldives counters the challenges of sea level rise and global warming by local efforts towards adapting, mitigating, alleviating the potential damages to the islands, and playing a leading role in the global arena to put forward the issue of climate change and sea level rise and to ensure a collaborative approach worldwide to address these concerns. In the recent history, Maldives has experienced two major El Nino events that caused serious damage to the fragile marine environment of the country. Maldives' marine ecosystem plays a vital role in preserving and protecting the Indian Ocean marine environment. However, in 1998 and 2010 El Nino caused coral bleaching due to a rapid increase in the surface temperature, affecting the fragile reefs, causing depletion of vital marine resources such as baitfish and other marine species. Although there is not much that can be done to revive these coral reefs, efforts such as coral breeding or transplanting coral in critically affected reefs provide limited results. Furthermore, designating some of these reefs as marine sanctuaries or protected areas for a limited period of time is also exercised as a possible remedy to recover such reefs. The Boxing Day tsunami of 2004 demonstrated the level of death and destruction that can be brought to our region by a mega disaster. Though Maldives does not count for high loss of lives due to the geographic nature of the country, the damage it caused was extraordinary and extremely costly to the country. According to the IMF and World Bank, the direct damage accounts for more than 65% of country's GDP, and the secondary and tertiary damages are beyond our comprehension. As a small country with no place higher than 2 meters across the country, there is nothing much the country can do to mitigate from the devastating effects of a potential tsunami. However, based on our experience, Maldives continues to expedite the early warning system and disaster preparedness through both community-based disaster plans and response capacity building. The increase traffic of petroleum, other marine pollutions by ships, and its impact on fishing and tourism industry has become an era of grave concern to the Maldivians. The Indian Ocean's slogs through the Maldivian waters and the exclusive economic zone has become a major sea route to transit oil and other toxic materials across the Indian Ocean. The potential impact of a spill on our delicate marine environment, fishing industry and tourism industry is both unprecedented and disastrous. The economic and environmental cost of such an incident would very well cost us our country. However, we believe that illegal discharging of bilges, toxic wastes, and oil in the unregulated waters of Indian Ocean needs a collective effort from all nations. We as a region need to work together in making more stringent laws and law enforcement mechanisms for the betterment of our future generations. Environmental threats are not limited to small island nations alone, but to other countries as well. Hence, the strengthening of global cooperation for environmental protection and sustainable development is urgent. Climate change, global warming, rising sea levels, melting glaciers, frequent floods, and droughts we are experiencing is already taking its toll in our region's security and stability. The potential impact of these natural disasters and its consequences on regional security needs to be addressed and assessed. We believe that this is a forum to share these concerns and advocate an argument to make a collaborative effect in mitigating and reducing potential impact on environmental disasters. Since time immemorial, Maldives has been considered as a safe haven for all mariners who travel from east and west of this vast Indian Ocean. Our country's beauty and hospitality of our people, as well as harmony of our environment, earn us a soft spot from people all over the world. Although we are a country possessing very little capacity to address global threat of climate change and sea level rise, as a Maldivian, I stand here with a sense of security and satisfaction, knowing that I have an entire continent supporting our efforts and the humanity to address these challenges. We are fortunate to say that our friends, whether large or small, rich or poor, has always been a friend that has helped us throughout our history. As any nation, we all faced different challenges at different periods of the nation's history. We, the Maldivians, are committed to express our best effort and continue to promote our country's peace, harmony, and beauty, and share this paradise with all people. I hope and pray that I will one day soon see you in Maldives, the sunny side of life. Thank you, and God bless us all.